Welcome back to Crypto Intel, the channel where we break down the crypto market with clear analysis, real insights, and the latest developments shaping the future of digital finance. Right now, something is happening with HBAR, not a spike, not a crash, not a headline, something deeper, something structural. And if you're not paying attention, you might completely miss what's actually changing. Because in crypto, the biggest shifts don't always look dramatic at first. They don't come with noise, they don't come with hype, they come quietly. And then suddenly, everything looks different. So the real question is, what if this moment changes everything for HBAR? Today, we're going to break everything down. We'll talk about what it means when a market shifts, what signals appear before major changes, what's happening with HBAR right now, and why this phase might be more important than it seems. And if you enjoy crypto analysis, market insights, and deep dives into promising blockchain projects, make sure to subscribe to Crypto Intel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. Let's start with something important. Markets don't move in straight lines. They evolve, they go through phases, and sometimes they reach a point where the structure itself begins to change. Not gradually, but fundamentally. Now think about this. Before a major shift, the market often looks normal. Nothing stands out, nothing feels urgent. But internally, things are aligning, pressure builds, behavior changes, and then the shift happens. Now let's connect this to HBAR. Right now, HBAR is not in a clear trend. It's not exploding upward. It's not collapsing downward. It's in a phase that feels uncertain. And that's exactly what makes this moment interesting, because uncertainty often comes before change. Now, does this guarantee something big is about to happen? No, but there are signals worth paying attention to. First, structure. If price starts behaving differently, it can indicate a shift. Second, momentum. If movement becomes more efficient, it suggests strength. Third, sentiment. If perception begins to change, the market can follow. Now here's where things get interesting. When these elements align, the market doesn't just move, it transforms. And that's where the phrase, "this changes everything," comes from. Because after that shift, the same rules don't always apply. Now let's talk about scenarios. Scenario 1, upward transformation. If buyers take control and momentum builds, HBAR can enter a new phase. A phase where price behaves differently, moves faster, attracts attention, and builds narrative. Scenario 2, delayed shift. The market takes more time, builds more structure, and the transformation happens later. This is always possible. But here's the key idea. Change doesn't need to be immediate to be significant. Now let's bring fundamentals into the picture. Hedera is positioned as infrastructure for real-world applications. It uses Hashgraph, offering speed, efficiency, and scalability. And while fundamentals don't create instant change, they support long-term transformation. If adoption increases, perception can shift. And when perception shifts, markets respond. Now let's talk about psychology, because this is where most people miss the moment. They wait for confirmation, they wait for clarity, they wait for proof. But by the time everything is clear, the change has already happened. And that's why moments like this matter, because they don't feel important until they are. Now let's bring everything together. We have a market in transition, changing structure, evolving sentiment, and a project with strong fundamentals. This creates a situation where something deeper may be happening. Not obvious yet, but real. And if this shift continues, it could redefine how HBAR moves in the future. In my opinion, HBAR is currently in a phase where the market is not fully recognizing what's happening. And that's exactly what creates opportunity. Because when something is not fully understood, it can be underestimated. So the real question is this just another phase or the moment that changes everything? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe HBAR is about to shift into a new phase, or is this just temporary? And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more crypto analysis, market insights, and deep dives into promising blockchain projects, don't forget to subscribe to Crypto Intel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.